I was pretty positive when I heard of the roster. Like, even though some of the players I don't know, like Kassing and Odamne, I guess I know a bit better than Niski and Turkcell.
Things at Splyce are run a bit differently, and it's kind of for the better. The house is way bigger and nicer, and I feel like the coaching staff is way bigger than in H2K, so that's a really good change, and I really like it.
I guess I had more freedom, and that's why I had more off-meta picks. But now in Splyce, I think everything is much more organized and everything is planned, which is fine by me, because I think I like this style of playing the game more, because everything is organized and you pretty much know what's going to happen in the game.
I think if we can play like, how could I say, like if we can get a synergy together, I think we can be like one of the best teams in Europe. And I think if we don't work hard enough, then we won't get smashed. But we need to learn like a lot of things, right? Like synergy and then like the gameplay, everything. And we have like 2 rookies, like kind of me and Xerxes. I think, in my opinion, we're like still rookies. So I think we just have to improve a lot, and we'll see if we can do that or not.
You have to kind of bond with your teammates in a way that they will trust you in terms of like how you talk to them, and pretty much like getting them to understand how you want to play. Because as a support, like most supports have their own vision of how to play the game, and I have my own. I want to like kind of tell my teammates my vision of how we should play the game, and if they listen, then that's perfect, you know. If I'm not really close to my teammates, I feel it's kind of harder to kind of teach them, and I feel I bring like a kind of like cohesion in the team.
But so far I think it's been good, and I think everyone has a good mindset to improve, and I think we'll be strong in the long run.
I've always been in the top 3, even in my position and as a team. So I've been through a lot of metas, and I think it's easy for me to adapt to different situations. So I kind of have this clarity when I have to come up with certain ideas, for example, for analysis or coming out with new strats. So I feel like that's a big plus that I bring, and also, yeah, as I said, consistency, because I feel like I rarely have bad games, and most of the time I'm doing pretty well.
Like if I compare to like other AD carries in EU, I think I play much smarter than the majority.
I like to talk a lot, like I give a lot of infos and stuff, and I can learn like how to use my pressure and stuff. I think I will be like more helpful towards my team.
I deliberately choose to not put any expectations into this split, because the prior years with H2K we always had like a really good roster, and I was always saying, oh, we have to win, we need to win we need to get first this year and all of this stuff. But personally for Splyce, I'm kind of taking a step back and focusing more on myself individually, and kind of let the results come from that.
Well, I think we might not come off as like the strongest team from the beginning, since we're like 5 new players that need to like learn how to play together and like adapt to each other. So we're aiming for the long run. Like I'm not expecting us to just go and stomp the first weeks.
Okay, so I think going to the spring split season, in the beginning, I think we're not gonna say struggle, but we're just gonna be like a little bit like, how to say, not bad, but like I don't think we're gonna be like the best team, to be honest, because there's like Fnatic and Misfits that only change like 1 or 2 players maximum. So I think they're like the best ones in the beginning, and then I think towards the end of the split we can be the best, but that will depend if we can improve fast enough or not.
I don't think it brings much when you set a goal of, you know, you need to get first or get top 3 and stuff like this, because it kind of creates unnecessary pressure in a way, and I'd rather just focus on myself and just let things kind of come naturally, because I think we're good enough, and I think that if everyone kind of focuses on himself the most, at the end of the year we're going to be kind of where we deserve to be.
The main challenge, of course, will be our first game against Fnatic, because they've always performed well no matter how many roster changes they make. And I think this year they've only made 1 roster change in the support position. So the core of the lineup is still there with, you know, the top side and the AD carry. First of all, it's best of 1. So everyone's kind of like, or has to get used to the fact that it's best of 1, and even if you win or lose, you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt, you know. And not to mention, right now it's still only the beginning of spring. Right now, of course, I would say I would like to be, you know, top 6 especially for spring split. Summer split is when it really, really matters. And of course, it's not that I'm gonna not try for spring. I will definitely try my hardest. But I feel right now we're still like improving and developing as a team, or as a young team. And we have to take some time in order to get better.
I'm really excited to be part of this team because everyone is so individually talented and the whole team is just stacked. And with the coaching staff behind us will help us play as a unit and be one of the best teams.